Did you know that according to a Tesla stock enthusiast, Tesla stock will reach $1,200 in 2 years? Some may argue that at this point, such an amount appears to be far-fetched, and it may be, but you would not know for sure unless you check this out. It doesn't make sense for the stock to be this cheap with all the numbers we're seeing, all the good stuff we're seeing, the rapid growth, the deliveries grow, the revenues grow faster than the deliveries, the profit grows faster than the revenue. This is a spectacular performance by a company in the middle of troubling economic times, says Warren Redlick, referring to Tesla. Warren Redlick is a graduate of Rice University, Stanford University, and Albany Law School who retired after 26 years as a criminal defense and personal injury lawyer. In 2019, Warren began making videos about SpaceX, Tesla, and other related topics. His Twitter, with which Elon Musk has replied 8 times on Twitter, has 26,000 followers. Warren is prominent in the Tesla community as a Super Bowl. Warren is also developing a single-passenger electric vehicle designed for self-driving robo-taxi use in poor countries as a sideline. Redlick believes that the EV company's stock may be worth $40,000 per share by 2030. While other analysts and investors shared their thoughts as to why Tesla has been leading in the EV market, Redlick also shared his 2 cents. He explained that Tesla is so far ahead of other companies building electric vehicles partly because of their making full self-driving FSD almost ready for general distribution. He then gave the battery revenue model to demonstrate the amazing future value of Tesla and accordingly the price of their stock. According to the said model, $30,000 car, 50 kilowatt-hour battery pack, $600 per kilowatt-hour revenue, $600 million per gigawatt-hour. At 1 terawatt-hour, Tesla does $600 billion in revenue. Aiming for 6 terawatt-hours in 2030, that is over $3 trillion in revenue. With a price-sales ratio of 5, that's a $15 trillion market cap. It's by calculation that the share price of Tesla stock is headed toward or becomes more than $10,000 per share based on the current price and not including any possible share price splits. While others raised questions such as, what happens when Ford, GM, and VW all produce electric vehicles? Warren simply dismissed them as true competition because they are so far behind Tesla FSD. Besides the battery revenue model, Redlick presented another model called the Robo taxi model. When asked about how Tesla can move to an unreal valuation, he said that these 2 models prove exactly how Tesla will flourish in the near future and that the seemingly high valuations are realistic. Talking about his robo-taxi model, he said that during the Autonomy Day presentation, Tesla's CEO Elon Musk said, in a side note, "We're going to have a Tesla-owned robo-taxi fleet of 10 million vehicles." He also said that each robo-taxi will make $30,000 in profit a year. That is $30,000 in profit for individuals who own the vehicle and run it as a robo-taxi, not the Tesla-owned robo-taxi fleet, according to Redlick. Assuming these numbers, there will be 10 million vehicles making $30,000 in profit a year. Redlick emphasized that for him, these are both understatements of where it's going. Again, assuming these numbers, 10 million vehicles making $30,000 in profit a year is $300 billion in profit a year. Fast forward to the year 2030, for example, and there is a price-earnings ratio of 30%, which is massively low compared to a company that is growing as fast. Leaving out all revenue from Tesla, all profits from Tesla Energy, as well as all profits from selling cars, and the company is supposedly making 20 million vehicles a year at this point. Therefore, a price-earnings ratio of 30%, that is a $9 trillion market cap and a $9,000 share price. How much would you pay today for a stock that's going to be worth $9,000 a few years from now? It would be $2,000 to $4,000 per stock, and it is currently trading at around $250 a share. This is an understatement of the robo-taxi model, and it leaves out the battery revenue modeling, as it leaves out Tesla Energy and Dojo as a service, according to Redlick. He added that there's so much potential in Tesla for revenue. In a recent video, Redlick discussed why he thinks Tesla will quadruple by the end of 2023. When we get to January 21st or so of 2023, we're going to have the Q4 numbers. we're going to have a really good idea of what 2023 looks like. We're going to see that earnings per share is going to top $10 a share, and that pushes the stock up closer to $600 a share, which is effectively a doubling from the sub $300 we're at now, says Warren Redlick. He emphasized that although he does not like making short-term stock price predictions, as it is quite hard, he made an exception in this case, as he believes that a $600 price tag by the latter part of January 2023 is quite possible. We're going to see a share price approaching $600 a share by late January 2023, he said. He is confident that when all Tesla factories ramp up production, it only provides great news for the company. As the growth continues, as Giga Texas ramps, as Giga Berlin ramps, as Shanghai continues to grow, as Fremont continues to grow, you can start to process, okay, how many vehicles is that for 2024, right? More vehicle deliveries mean more revenues, which is very welcome news for Tesla investors. We're looking at probably not quite achieving 1.5 million vehicles in 2022. We're probably looking at more than 2.5 million vehicles in 2023. The total vehicles delivered in 2023 may be approaching 3 million. By very likely, we're going to hit 2.5 million in 2023, says Redlick. Moving forward to 2024, he expects delivery of around 4 million vehicles. He said, in order to hit 4 million vehicles in 2024, you gotta be doing close to 1 million vehicles a quarter. If that happens, there's going to be another doubling in stock price, according to Redlick. That's why I think you're going to see that second doubling, because as we're looking out to 2024 and we say $20 to $24 a share, and you give it a price earnings multiple of 60 for $20 a share, maybe more, you're looking at $1,200 a share early January of 2024, says the Tesla bull. Redlick added that it may happen sooner than that if either Wall Street or big investors catch on. With the Robo taxi network starting by the end of 2023, that's game over. 4x isn't even close. It's going to be bigger than that, Warren Redlick said. He noted that given that there will be no more war, supply chain issues, or a threat of another pandemic sweeping the globe before that, things are looking up for Tesla. The Tesla team knows what they're doing. All of this stuff is baked into what Tesla's doing already. Even without Elon, they should be 4x by the end of 2023, he said. Besides Redlick, other experts are banking on Tesla's future. There's 10 times more to go, says billionaire investor Ron Barron in a CNBC interview in 2020, going full bull on his big position in Tesla. I told you a long time ago that I thought we would make 20 times our money in Tesla. Barron went on to explain, so far we've made 4 times. I now think we're going to make double or triple again over the next 5 years, and double or triple again over the next 5 years. Barron is an American mutual fund manager and investor and is the founder of Barron Capital, an asset management firm focused on delivering growth equity investment solutions. Even Dave Lee, a known YouTube content creator whose channel tackles all there is to know in investing, believes that Tesla stock has the potential to go higher, perhaps or hopefully 100x more in another 8 years. This is after his company's stock expanded 100x within 8 years of holding common stock. He shared that when he originally bought Tesla stock, he expected it to expand 10x from $3 billion to $40 billion in market capitalization. According to experts, Tesla stock has attractive potential for a medium to long-term strategy. They said that Tesla Group's growth over the next few years is expected to be strong based on current forecasts with solid earnings growth expected. Additionally, Tesla's valuation in terms of earnings multiples appears to be relatively high. Subscribe to Tesla stock for more updates.